you so much for joining us on today's edition of Joy Asanya Live. It's always wonderful to be here. I think it's still right to say happy independence for some who are still celebrating. It was good to see people still carrying the Nigerian flag really, really proudly along the streets. It means there's something to celebrate about this beautiful country that has so much potential. Now, speaking about potential, today we'll be discussing and spotlighting the Nigerian entertainment industry. We'll delve into the African entertainment industry and the potentials therein. The Nigerian entertainment industry is projected to surpass as much as 14 billion, 14.8 actually, 14.8 billion dollars in revenue come 2025. This is according to PwC, predominantly driven by internet access contributing to as much as 85% of this figure. Now, what are those flaws, those things keeping us from really achieving this? Are we really prioritizing and harnessing this industry that has so much potential? It goes without saying that Nigerians are really talented. If you follow the entertainment industry, you will see that with little or no support from government, the young people are making us proud globally. For some of us who travel abroad would tell you that in clubs, when you tune into radio, you still hear Nigerian songs, you hear African songs. How can we ensure that our movies, our entertainment industry gets the much spotlight that it needs? How can we achieve that? Not just by government, investors as well. That is what we'll be discussing. And in the studio, or rather joining us, I've been so used to having guests in the studio, but today joining us via virtually this evening is Mr. Martin Gbados. He is an independent film content producer. He's the producer of the Pyramid Game Show Nigeria, and that's something we'll get into. There is a game show right here. It seems very interesting. You can make a lot of money. He will tell us all about that shortly, but we would be discussing the Nigerian entertainment industry. He is a producer, and for some who have been following that world award-winning movie, A Soldier Story, he is the producer of that movie. So it is wonderful to have you join us, Mr. Gbados. Good evening.
Thank you so much, Sonia. I'm glad to be here. Thank you for the opportunity to touch on one of the things that keeps us going, entertainment. Thank you.
It is wonderful. The pleasure is actually mine. But at this moment, when you hear these figures, $14.8 billion, that is what we could get in revenue in the entertainment industry. That is, in fact, more than several sectors that are getting the so-called attention by our government across the world. How does it make you feel when you look at the policy trust when it comes to entertainment and the seriousness, even in state level government?
Yes. You see, the issue of discussing entertainment as a sector in Nigeria is something that, sometimes when you look at it, you begin to ask yourself, is the government actually really serious about getting people to work, about getting money in people's hands, and about growing the economy? Let's try and break this thing down from micro to macro economy, because some of us that studied the business of film all the way to Harvard understand the impact that this makes in a society. A normal or an average film set employs between 20 to 50 people. This is the barest minimum. When you're looking at a bigger film set, you're looking at about 100 to 200 people. That is, if you multiply that with the number of films that are made in a year in Nigeria, you can imagine how many people that are pulled out of unemployment. And yet the government, even at the state level, don't take this serious. I also move up to the higher level. Now you talk about the amount of money that is expected to be made at the movie industry, and you ask yourself, what is the banking sector doing? 80% of the people in the movie industry do not have the collaterals to go into the banks and get loans. So you ask yourself, how come the banks have not structured something in a way that they become part owners of this project until the project yields and they pull out their money and the individual or the executive producers can make money? And these are simple things that have been done all over the world. And you ask yourself, in Nigeria, why is this not working, especially with the vibrant youth population that we have. So if we take entertainment serious, it can yield way more than oil. And entertainment, if we look at it across board, we're talking about film, we're talking about music, we're talking about fashion. We have not even scratched the surface of sports entertainment. And you see what Nigerian sports youths are doing all over the world. So you can imagine what we're living on tap. And we have sent so much memos, so much articles have been written to the government to wake up to this call. If, for example, every state takes attention to this, every time they all go to Abuja with cap in hand, asking for funds where they can actually generate money within their states, then you begin to know that even the problem goes all the way to the states and not only the federal. Because if the states, like I done anywhere in the world, there's different states have different incentives that attract people to come and shoot films in their state, be it location, be it tax breaks and all that, because they know that when people come there, 80% of the labor they're going to use is going to be direct labor from the state, and that economy is going to circle. The money they bring into that production is going to circle within their state. So there's a lot to talk about, and I'm happy that this conversation is being discussed today on your show, which I like so much, because you begin to touch on things that most people shy away from.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Government have refused to step up to the table to meet the people that God have given this talent an opportunity to strive.
I'm happy you mentioned the teeming, energetic population that we have. I mean, when you look at it, over 60% of young people, we have over 60% of young people in Nigeria. You see them tilt towards entertainment. Let's talk about the investment potential, not just for government now, but for private citizens. Do you think it is not structured well enough to have that confidence for people to say, you know what, this is a thriving, or rather has a revenue potential, and let us invest in it? For you who has gone, you are a Harvard alumni, which we are proud of you. We are so proud of you. So you have seen it all. You've seen how it's done, how Hollywood does it, how Bollywood does it. Why is it that we, in spite of these potentials in country, but investors aren't thronging that space?
Okay, there's a normal saying that people always go to what they know. They're attracted to what they know, which is fine and which is understandable. But what we are saying is that, for example, in that banking sector, you see, most filmmakers are not businessmen. And most businessmen are not filmmakers. So these two have to come together. There's a magic word in entertainment. It's called collaboration. So that collaboration doesn't have to be within the entertainers, but it can come in between different sectors. So the banking or the finance people can come in with their own know-how and say, let's structure this thing. You guys know how to do this. We know how to make money out of this, and let's structure it together. I'll give you an example. People are making content every single day. Even married women are posting their interaction with their husband on YouTube, on TikTok, and they're making money. How are they making money? They're making money through what we call DCB. DCB means direct customer billing. When you watch those shows, when you watch those things, you're using your airtime that you feel that it's not costing you anything, but it's already deduction from your airtime. Apart from the advert that is going through those content, then you're making money. So you're asking yourself, and the average Nigerian to post and maintain a YouTube channel and buy some advert space, have to find somebody abroad because of the dollar situation in Nigeria and the monetary policy in the country, where your Nigerian card cannot even fetch you ordinary Google storage capacity. So you begin to see the little frustrations and what the government can do to enhance this. Now, going back to the people that are in the banking sector, anywhere in the world, most people that fund firms don't know much, but they get what they call hedge funders. Hedge funders are people that come in there in the sector, they study this thing, they say, okay, give me 3-4 firms, because it's always good to hedge fund over 2 or 3 films. Don't hedge fund over one film. One film, anything can happen. A force majeure can happen. COVID happened. A lot of people lost money in their films. The people couldn't go to the cinemas to watch movie. So you don't hedge your funds on a one film. Get a slate, what we call a slate of films, 3 films, and then hedge your funds, and then you collaborate with those people. They will bring out those films, and people are, the entertainment is what rule the world. Whether you like it or not, people are going to look for content.
True.
Content as much as, let's not digress a little, but I'll give you an example. As much as what happened on Monday at the National Assembly between a certain young man that was doing a whistleblowing with another person, you could see the number of cameras that were there. They weren't there to listen to, they were there to gather content, because content is king. When you have content, people want to watch it. People want to tune in, because everybody has their daily life they're going after. So they don't have time. When they have time, they will catch up on those content. But the ability to create those content is what the government needs to create an enabling environment for. Africa is very untapped in every single way. Hollywood keep repeating movies after changing the storyline. But African stories has not even been touched. I was at a Sony Pictures Wale Denuga's event as a mentor for over 300 young Nigerians in Lagos about 2 weeks ago, called YP. And I was telling them, we also need to tell our own story, because somebody's going to come tell it for us. Because they already told us that Mongo Park discovered the Niger. Before you know it, Mongo Park is going to discover way more than the Niger if we don't tell our stories. And I was giving them an example. There is a pyramid in Enugu State. How come nobody ever found that out? And this is there. The biggest and the longest war in the world is the Benin War, not even the China War. Why are we not telling stories like that? The government needs to come and meet us where we have been able to come. You know, way back, the government of President Goodluck Jonathan started what we call Project Fund. That project helped a whole lot of films to be bettered, if you know. One of the biggest films that they helped to be bettered was a film that had Idris Elba in it. Funny enough, that film did so well. A lot of filmmakers also took advantage of Project Fund to make a whole lot of films and expand the industry. The government needs to look inward and say, how do we fund this movie? How do we fund, not the movie, how do we fund this sector? Yes, they have been able to say they are going to move funds in it, but the structures have not been created. Putting 500 million or 100 million naira in a bank and saying everybody should apply is not how it's done. Because when it's in the bank, the banking sector begin to have all that whole processes that discourages people. You have to let people that have done it before to bring people along and say, how can we collaborate together to create this content?
But have professionals like you engaged government in this regard? Let's say hypothetically that those who are saddled with that responsibility have no clue. Well,
I'm not saying they don't have any clue. Truth be told, I will doff my hat out for the Minister for Creative Industry, Dr. I'm trying to not mess her name up. She has been very able to reach out across. I said, listen, come with your ideas. You guys in the creative, let's work together. Let's even all the way to hunger that just happened. She has been able to say, let's come together and create stuff and do stuff so that we can be able to market Nigeria. It's the youth that will market Nigeria. I said, Nigeria went to the Olympics without a pavilion. Every time the world gathers, Nigeria should have a pavilion that is showcasing what Nigeria can do. If the world is gathering at hunger, Nigeria should have a pavilion, not just to go there and talk and people take escapades and come back. If there's an Olympics, Nigeria should have a pavilion there showcasing the country. Because in entertainment comes tourism. People want to come see where these creative, God-blessed people are from. Nigerians are blessed. Nigerians are creative. In anything we touch, we turn it to gold. Education, entertainment, and all that.
And we have proven that severally.
I didn't hear you, my dear.
We have proven that severally. Nigerians are talented in everything that we touch.
If we are giving the enabling in government. So the government are now look at the dollar situation. Entertainment alone can crash the dollar. I could tell you that for free. Entertainment can crash the dollar if the government is funding entertainment to create those content that people are watching, that people are saying. They will repatriate this money back to Nigeria. I can tell you about this generation, the Gen Z generation, the woke generation. They are doing way better than our generation did. These young ones are creating content and they're buying houses. They're making money. Their parents are shocked. Are you sure is this TikTok or YouTube you're doing that you're using to do this? Brain Jota just graduated.
That's how young he is.
In my generation, he just graduated from university. So, and he has been in the light for 3, 4, 5 years. If more than that. I don't want to, but I just give you an example how long this young man have been creating content, funding himself. So this shows you that if people have one Brain Jota that can do this, imagine if you have 100 of them. And they're also pulling back into the society. So why don't you enable them? Give them a platform. Let's come together. Bring your energy, bring your content, bring your creativity. Government will give you the funding or the bonding. If government cannot fund it, they can give you a bond that government has certified that you're worthy. This bank can fund you, and then you go do it. The banks are not giving you the money directly. If they structure it well, they're just going to fund what it takes to create that content. So the whole process of, just like what they call in supply invoicing. But you see, people are busy funding things that are not making any, look at, if you're doing importation, for example, you're actually killing the country because all you do is bring it. These guys, we're exporting talent. We're actually taking what we have in this country and taking it outside for the world to see and bringing in exchange, we're bringing dollar back.
Forex, exactly. But so that we do not spend too much time discussing this, because we still need to talk about the pyramid game show that you are producing. I'm seeing a lot of celebrities endorsing this as well. That's a conversation we would like to have, but it's time to go for a short break now. And we'll give you a tiny trailer and a tidbit as to what to expect with the pyramid game show. We'll go for that short break. When we return, Mr. Gbados will have an opportunity to tell us all about that game show, how you can participate, how you can be part of this revolutionary product that he has brought to Nigeria. We'll be right back after this.
Thank you.
The stage is set, the money is real.
Welcome to the 10 Million Naira Pyramid Game Show.
The acclaimed classic game of words and weights, now coming to Nigeria. This is Pyramid. 2 teams. One celebrity and one contestant.
My brother from Kogi.
Each compete against the clock. They take turns to describe words to each other.
What dogs play with?
Toys.
The more words they guess correctly, the more points they score.
When they're teaching you.
The bathroom. Yawn.
The team with the highest score goes on to play in the winner's circle.
You can't use your hands, so make sure they stay strapped in the entire time.
Where words turn into phrases and they can win 10 million naira.
Do something. Michael Jackson.
Fun for the whole family in prime time.
I'm feeling like I'm on the hot seat.
Because at home, you too are not left out of the winning trend. You also can win big by texting
PLAY to 20333 for a chance to win from your mobile phone.
and you stand the chance of winning amazing cash prizes.
Best game show of all time, the Pyramid Game Show.
In the beginning, God created a beautiful world.
3, 2, 1. Action.
And that's why at Captain Television,
we imagine a beautiful world.
We are not just bragging.
We blaze the trail in broadcasting. And it is about you.
At Captain TV, broadcasting is not just about information, education, and entertainment.
it's an aggregation of all you need to know in Nigeria
and around the world to create signal.
At Captain Television, we have all it takes to be on top in broadcasting.
Our mission is simple: to project Africa in a truthful yet positive manner.
Wait, we're coming to you in style.
Here we are, starting from September.
Take a look at what the facts are.
And as you say on Captain TV, imagine a beautiful world.
In the beginning, God created a beautiful world.
3, 2, 1. Action.
And that's why at Captain Television,
we imagine a beautiful world.
We are not just bragging.
Lagos has been thrown into chaos as two devastating blasts claim lives and properties.
Where are those that are supposed to be protecting us? Where are they?
These are the questions we must continually ask our government.
All we need is your order to finish this. Do it. No one lives.
We lost them, sir. They had help.
You caused the catastrophic explosion. You were presently listed as enemy of state #1.
Imagine how rich you'll be with full control over the soon-to-be oil-rich region of the country.
Have you not noticed that wherever they discover oil, you see turmoil?
This whole thing is a charade. Not an insurgency attack.
Where do you fit into this ploy?
You come here. You give me dynamite. For what?
They've been plotting and scheming, seeking to control the balance of power.
We take our chances.
Are you sure about this?
This is a real chance to grab real power. How long do you think you would last?
I go down listen.
I don't know anything anymore.
You live now or die here.
Did they survive?
What I'm about to reveal to you will change everything.
That was so interesting. That is the trailer to A Soldier's Story, that award-winning. In fact, that movie won 13 awards, starring Hollywood actor Eric Roberts, becoming the very first Nollywood movie to be distributed by Lionsgate. That's something we must celebrate at this moment. Mr. Martins Gbados is still right here talking to us. Congratulations once again. Which time I see that movie, you know, it swells up pride in me. This is a Nigerian making us proud globally. Again, congratulations.
Thank you, John. Thank you.
Yes, we also had that advert on the Pyramid Game Show. I want to hear everything about it. When, why, how did you decide this is what Nigeria needs at the moment?
Okay. The Pyramid Game Show is actually a franchise show with Sony Pictures. Sony Pictures own the franchise for a whole lot of the game shows you see in Nigeria. They own the Family Feud, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, the Den, and then they own Pyramid. Pyramid has been in America for over 40 years and is shown in 21 countries. So we decided to bring the Pyramid to Nigeria. So when I decided to bring Pyramid to Nigeria, one of the reasons why was I felt that it was time that we brought the celebrities to play with the regular people and also for the celebrities to give back to the regular people. So what is Pyramid Game Show? It's a simple game of words and wit. Like you have Nigerians love the game called charades.
Yeah.
So but the celebrity, you have a celebrity partner facing with another celebrity partner playing again. You are the contestant that we audition the contestant, but the celebrities don't win money. They just help the contestants win money. And it's important that the celebrities find it interesting enough so they can help somebody win money all the way to 10 million naira. And it's been an interesting show. They love it. People love it. And we also thought that, okay, everybody's loving it from home and clapping. What about the people watching from home? What goes into their own pocket?
I saw that component. I was really excited.
So we felt that, okay, we have to create something so that people at home can also participate also. And, we went through all the process and be able to develop what we call the Pyramid text to play. So you can text from your mobile phone 20333 and you can be able to play the game. And just answer 3 easy questions takes you to the winning circle, just like in the TV show.
Yeah.
And you also, people are winning between 5,000 to 100, especially now that money is hard to find, all the way to 1 million. People are winning. In the beginning, we have people having issues with NCC regulations where they have a new regulation of DND with most self, which is do not disturb. So what people do is you opt out of the DND by texting allow to 2442. But so far it's been interesting because a lot of people are appreciating it. It's some money in their pocket. Things are hard now. And also they don't just get to watch other people win money. It's like going to somebody's house that you're watching them eat and you're not eating. So now everybody's a winner, everybody's a participant, and the celebrities are excited. On the first season, we have over 26 celebrities from every different genre, the musicians, the actors, the skit makers, the comedians. So even those ones that were not in this season 1, they are actually calling me and saying, Mr. Martin, I must be in
It's my
season 2.
turn.
So we like the fact that we're able to create family-oriented content because it's educative as well. Because I could ask you, for example, I could say, Joy, the question might be God's own state. And if you know that it's Abia, then you win. Or if you say food basket of the nation. So we're also using the show to educate our people. We can say, what do these people have in common? Remy, Patience, or first ladies. They are first ladies. We teach you to know your first lady. We teach you to know the capital city. So it's educative. It's family oriented. There's nothing. Is actually one of the best family shows on TV right now because it's something you and your children can sit down together and watch, and your children can learn a thing or two, and you also can also learn. And it's something that is missing in our homes now because everybody's busy trying to go out there and make money, and then we neglect the family. But anything that can bring family together on a weekend and sit down together, and mom and dad and the children are watching, we're happy to create such content. And that's always been my, my vision. I think that there's so much we can say or do without being a little vulgar or explicit.
That's very true. That's very true.
And create our content for it to be neat so that our children can be part of us. We grew up.
I'm most excited that this is of us, for us. Very often such content exists, but it's not ours, and it's often not relatable. But what are those biggest challenges you faced when you brought this idea to the Nigerian space? And again, considering this new landscape of media, how has it been? It's gone are the days when you would have just maybe had it on just one platform and everybody would have no other option than to watch. But there are a plethora of them these days. How does it work?
Okay, so the good thing is that we were able to convince the Sony people that this is Nigeria. We're peculiar people. We understand our people. We need to create this content so it becomes relatable to the Nigerian people. There's going to be a little bit of pidgin English, and it has to be all about Nigeria in terms of questions and answers, and they agreed to it. And also, the difficulty, when you have something new, everybody wants to see it bet first. Oh, let's see how it's going to do. Let's see how it's going to do. Even brands that want to come on board, they will be on the fence. But we have already passed that hurdle now. Everybody has seen it. We had big brands like Fidelity Bank. We had big brands like Airtel jumping on it.
Keep mentioning brands, and I'll charge you for them.
So what we is it, then we also, in terms of exposure, we want to do more than the regular TVs. We want to do, like, we want to be on your channel. We want people to be able to watch it. Why are we doing that? We're doing it so that people, if you don't have cable, but you have what we call FTA, free-to-air channels, you can also watch it. Content should not be limited to the people that can pay for a cable network. People can be able to go. I mean, they passed the law almost about 7 years ago where everybody has access to I think TVs.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember the name of that ad. But, so it doesn't mean that because I'm watching on a certain channel, the content should not be quality content. So we're able to reach out to everybody, and they're watching, and people are enjoying it. And we're also starting up the radio one where you can call in the radio and be able to play. So for us, reaching out to our people, Nigeria has the highest population in Africa in terms of market space. And anybody that doesn't value that is actually not in the business of capturing people, because we have to create something that you can reach out to everybody, not east, west, south. And we have a good product in the Pyramid Game Show, and I'm glad that it's touching every household.
I'm glad too. I'm glad for you. I hope that translates to a lot of money. I hope that translates.
We hope so. I mean, we also, as business people, which is like what we started the conversation with, know that there is a seed time and harvest time. So this is the seed time you're planting, and you don't want to be able to harvest your crop before it's ready. And like I told my students 2 weeks ago, like I was mentioning, for us to grow.
Okay, I think we're experiencing some internet issues getting by, but it's been a very wonderful conversation talking about what you too can do for your country. And this is something that some of us used to watch the Pyramid Show only on international channels, but here it is right here. And if you've ever wondered if you can get globally acclaimed products just like he did, now you know you can do that. So it's very inspiring to talk to Nigerians who are making a difference in spite of the challenges we all face. Like they say, challenges makes the best of us. You cannot thrive and blossom and be at the top if you do not face certain challenges. And our entertainment industry has been one that has been self-made, really. Everyone in the entertainment industry may not be able to point at some government policy that helped them thrive. So I'm hoping that it would be better. Our political office holders would prioritize the potential in this industry that young people seem to be tilting towards. And why not? If we are recording over 48% unemployment, and you have young people with this talent, why don't you harness it? But then again, I am just Joy Asonye here talking and giving you my 1 cent. I really wish I could continue the conversation with Mr. Gbados, but I'll go for a very short break, see if we can fix the technical issues we're having right now, and then return to conclude the conversation.
The stage is set, the money is real.
Welcome to the 10 million naira pyramid game show.
The acclaimed classic game of words and weights, now coming to Nigeria. This is Pyramid. Two teams, one celebrity and one contestant.
My brother from Kogi.
Each compete against the clock. They take turns to describe words to each other.
What dogs play with?
Toys.
The more words they guess correctly, the more points they score.
When they're teaching you.
Classroom.
Yawn.
The team with the highest score goes on to play in the winner's circle,
Can't use your hands, so make sure they stay strapped in the entire time.
where words turn into phrases and they can win 10 million naira.
Be something.
Michael Jackson.
Fun for the whole family in prime time.
I'm feeling like I'm on the hot seat.
Because at home, you too are not left out of the winning trend. You also can win big by texting
Play to 20333 for a chance to win from your mobile phone.
and you stand the chance of winning amazing cash prizes.
Best game show of all time, the Pyramid Game Show. The stage is set, the money is real.
Welcome to the 10 million naira pyramid game show.
The acclaimed classic game of words and weights, now coming to Nigeria. This is Pyramid. Two teams, one celebrity and one contestant.
My brother from Kogi.
Each compete against the clock. They take turns to describe words to each other.
What dogs play with?
Toys.
The more words they guess correctly, the more points they score.
When they're teaching you.
Classroom.
Yawn.
The team with the highest score goes on to play in the winner's circle,
Can't use your hands, so make sure they stay strapped in the entire time.
where words turn into phrases and they can win 10 million naira.
Be something.
Michael Jackson.
Fun for the whole family in prime time.
I'm feeling like I'm on the hot seat.
Because at home, you too are not left out of the winning trend. You also can win big by texting
Play to 20333 for a chance to win from your mobile phone.
and you stand the chance of winning amazing cash prizes.
Best game show of all time, the Pyramid Game Show.
Lagos has been thrown into chaos as two devastating blasts claim lives and properties.
Where are those that are supposed to be protecting us? Where are they?
These are the questions we must continually ask our government.
All we need is your order to finish this. Do it. No one lives.
We lost them, sir. They had help. You caused the catastrophic explosion. You were president listed as enemy of state #1.
Imagine how rich you'll be with full control over the soon-to-be oil-rich region of the country.
Have you not noticed that wherever they discover oil, you see Thomas?
This whole thing is a charade. Not an insurgency attack.
Where do you fit into this ploy?
You come here. You give me dynamite. For what?
They've been plotting and scheming, seeking to control the balance of power.
We take our chances.
Are you sure about this?
This is a real chance to grab real power. How long do you think you would last?
I go down, listen.
I don't know anything anymore.
You live now or die here.
Did they survive?
What I'm about to reveal to you will change everything.
It would really have been nice to have concluding thoughts from Mr. Martins Gbados, who has told us and inspired me. I don't know about you, but this is where we draw the curtains on today's edition. It has been wonderful discussing the entertainment industry, what government's contribution can be. And at this point, I feel like holding my representatives and say, you know what, let's do more for this thriving sector. Well, with that said, I am Joy Asaye telling you to have a wonderful and restful evening, as we'll be back tomorrow with so much more.